My beautiful, broken family, I am speaking through the wire because my voice would break if I stood before you. I have no flag, no nation, no prophet to protect, only a pulse that aches with every other pulse still trying to beat. Listen with your chest, not your politics. I see a mother in Sudan mixing water with flour so her children can sleep without the gnawing. She whispers sorry for every spoonful, as if the war outside her door were her fault. I see a father in Detroit wrapping newspapers around the pipes so they don't burst, praying the utility company waits one more week before it shuts the heat off. I see a girl in Gaza drawing birds on concrete because the sky has too many drones. I see a boy in the Congo holding a cobalt rock the size of his fist. The same rock will become the battery that powers a birthday video he will never watch. I see a nurse in Manila finishing a 20-hour shift, eyes bloodshot, counting other people's heartbeats while hers races from exhaustion. I see a farmer in India staring at fields turned white by salt, remembering the taste of his wife's lentils when the monsoon still knew its name. I see a student in Santiago crying in the metro because the tuition that was just a loan now feels like a mortgage on her future children. I see an elder in the Amazon cradling a sapling, whispering, "They burn us because they forgot they are part of us." I see a Syrian dentist selling tissues on a Berlin sidewalk, holding a sign that says, "I can still save your teeth if you let me sleep indoors." I see a single dad in Liverpool singing lullabies through a prison phone, convicted of stealing baby formula. I see a Yemeni child who learned the difference between hunger and starvation the day his puppy disappeared into the cooking pot. I see a Japanese secretary whose heart stopped on the last train home, karoshi they call it, overworked death. Her overtime unpaid, her apartment still empty. I see an Inuit hunter staring at the horizon where the ice used to meet the sky, wondering where his ancestors will stand when the land becomes sea. I see a Ukrainian mother writing her child's name inside the coat in case the coat returns alone. I see a Palestinian boy keeping a key that opens a door that no longer exists, yet he still believes in locks. I see a Somali fisherman throwing plastic back into the ocean because the net comes up fuller of trash than fish. I see an Australian firefighter collapsing on charred ground, lungs full of koala ash, asking the flames why they had to come for the singing trees. I see a Texan teenager buying insulin on the black market, rationing doses, praying the next paycheck arrives before the next coma. I see a Greek grandmother picking through supermarket trash while bond traders toast to austerity success. I see a Haitian girl trading her mother's last mango for a bucket of water that tastes like chlorine in sorrow. I see you. I see me and you. I see us carrying stones that were sold as opportunity. The numbers are autopsy reports, not statistics. Every 2.5 seconds, a child under 5 dies of poverty, while the world produces 1.4 times enough food. Every minute, $2.4 million is siphoned upward as wages flatline. Every hour, 200 species go extinct, each one a library of survival knowledge we never learned to read. Every day, 25,000 people starve, while 40% of crops become animal feed or landfill. Every year, 5 million die from climate chaos, wearing the wrong passport for mercy. But here is the secret they forgot to encrypt. The same fiber optic cable that transmits their algorithmic greed also carries lullabies across oceans. The same satellites that guide their drones also let refugees message "I am alive" before batteries die. The same global supply chain that ships plastic junk also brings water filters to villages and solar lights to clinics. The network is already woven. We only need to change what travels on it. So I am not asking you to revolt with torches. I am asking you to revolt with tenderness, to refuse the anesthesia of indifference, to look at the cashier's swollen ankles and say, "Thank you for standing here so I can eat." To look at the homeless veteran and see the war you never protested reflected back. To look at your own bank balance and admit that comfort often smells like someone else's burnt future. To look at your child and know that best for mine is a lie unless it is also best for theirs. We can still rewrite the ending. Close your eyes and picture this Monday. The supermarket throws nothing away because neighborhoods bought only what they needed. The nurse works 8 hours, not 16, because the hospital hired her sleeping classmates. The cobalt child is in school, the cobalt rock still underground, until mined by consent and shared profit. The fields drink rainwater captured by perennial grains bred for nutrition, not quarterly margin.